Have you ever been at work and had something that you wanted to say in a meeting but couldn't say it? Or was afraid to say it because you were afraid that you might block or get stuck or stutter? Have you ever avoided introducing yourself and you avoided whole meetings or events because you didn't want to introduce yourself? Have you avoided making phone calls? I know I used to, because you had to say your name or you had to give your social, you had to give a phone number or something like that. I used to hate that. Have you ever avoided going to trainings because you're going to have to read? They're going to go around the room, introduce, or they have something that you had to read. And they'll say, okay, you read this, you read the second part. Has that ever happened to you? All of this stuff has happened to me, and I can tell you it's just a real burden to carry this around. My name is Michael Williams, and I want you to stick with me for the next few minutes because I want to give you 3 reasons why you should work with me now as opposed to later. Now, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. 3 reasons why you should work with me now as opposed to later. And these reasons hinge on your answer to this question. How quickly do you want to improve your speech, and how long do you want to struggle with it? Have you been trying stuff on your own, watching videos, taking courses, and so forth, and just trying to do this on your own? There's lots of reasons why people do it on their own. I did it because I'm a do-it-yourself person. So I'm going to do it as long as I can. I'm going to try to figure out how to do it on my own before I get help, before I pay someone else. I don't want to have to pay someone else if I can figure it out myself. The only problem with that is we can end up literally wasting years and years of time and losing hundreds, if not thousands, of opportunities and going through years and years of frustration, spinning our wheels, trying to figure stuff out on our own. Nothing wrong with figuring it out on your own. I still do it. But there's a time when it comes where you have to understand that, hey, I'm probably going to need some help with this. So I want to invite you to take a look, listen to this video, because I'm going to give you 3 quick reasons why you may want to work with me now as opposed to later, okay? Reason number 1 is that it's more than 10 times faster than working on your own. Now, what do I mean by this? Just very, very clear. I have found, I've been working for more than 7 years full time doing this. And what I found is that people who work on their own can take 2 and 3 and more, 2 and 3 years to get not even to the same place where they would get in working with me for 2 or 3 months. So here's what I've seen. I've talked to people, person after person after person, who's, oh, I've been watching your videos, I've been taking your course, I've been doing, or I've done this program, not even my stuff, but done this program, been over here, traveled over here, spent thousands of dollars here. And they've been doing this for years, sometimes decades, but years. They come and they work with me, and in 2 to 3 months, they're way further along than what they were working on their own. So the thing that I want to impress upon you is it's more than 10 times faster. Right? It's going to accelerate your progress by at least 10 times. So you can start taking advantage of more opportunities now instead of missing out on them, right? Missing them and hoping that you'll get these opportunities later. Okay, so it's more than 10 times faster than working on your own. What's another reason? Another reason is that you're going to know exactly what to focus on, making the process so much easier for you. When you're working on your own, you have to figure things out. Well, what about this technique? What about this strategy? What about this skill? How do I know about this? Right? It's not customized. It's not personalized. You have to figure it out on you, no matter how well it's laid out. It's any program, any course, any program, no matter how well it's laid out. You and we're going to have questions about how we apply it to our own life, to our own situation, to our own business, to our own speech. Customized, personalized. It is not. When you're working on your own, it is not customized, it's not personalized, because it can't answer the questions that you have now. A person can have laid out many of the questions, like I've laid out so many questions. Almost every question a person could ask is in there, but it's still not customized and personalized when that person When my coaching client asks me a question and I give them the answer, I find that often I have to give them that answer several times, several different ways. Often, every time we meet, I have to help them focus on the same thing. And maybe I have to say it a little different though. Sometimes it clicks. One of the reasons is that sometimes we're simply not ready to hear that answer, even though they ask it, and we tell them they're not ready. They're not at a place where they can receive the answer yet, right? They haven't grown to that place. And so it may take them weeks to get to the place where they go, aha, now I remember what you've been telling me. Aha, now I see what you've been saying. Now they're ready. That wouldn't have happened had they not been working with me, okay? So when you're working with me one-on-one, you know exactly what to focus on. It's customized and it's personalized, making the process so much easier, all right? Let me give you a third reason. And this is big. This is huge. You're much less likely to get distracted and discouraged, and much more likely to stay on track and actually reach your goal. So I can tell you that 100% of my clients, at some point get discouraged, right? I'd say 99%, not 98, gets distracted. Something will happen, something legitimate, something with work, something with family, something financial, something with health, but something will happen that will pull them off track. And sometimes it's getting discouraged. Sometimes they'll get discouraged because of the process, and then they'll get distracted and they'll start looking at other things. They'll start saying, I'm not sure if this is working, and then they'll start focusing on work. They'll take their foot off the accelerator, so they stop practicing as much, they stop getting out there and trying. So they're getting distracted and discouraged. And we have to understand that you're literally changing your brain. If you've been stammering and stuttering and speaking fast and struggling with this for years, in order for you to overcome this, in order for you to stop this, in order for you to replace this with something new, you are, and I'm using this word literally, you are literally changing the structure of your brain. You simply cannot do this overnight. It's something that takes time. Now, the good thing about it is we're not just focused on, Pro90d is not just focused on helping you stop stuttering and overcome. It's helping you become an excellent speaker. You have to do the work anyway, and it's because you've struggled with this, you can become a better than average speaker. Remember this, you don't get points for just not stuttering, right? If you're in an interview, and you've heard me say this before, if you're in an interview or you're making a presentation, you don't hear someone stand up and applaud, oh my God, this person didn't stutter, man, that was fantastic. No, but you will hear them say, wow, that was an excellent presentation, that was an excellent interview. I've had clients tell me that people have actually told them that was an excellent interview. And one of the people was a severe stutterer prior to that interview. Yes, that was an excellent interview. I mean, that was a great interview. And he got the job, making $25,000 or $30,000 plus more than his previous job, just because his speech was so good in that interview. So you don't get points for not stuttering. So Pro90d is not about helping you not stutter, it's about helping you become an excellent speaker. So remember, if you get distracted and discouraged, and you don't understand that I'm literally changing my brain, you're more likely to give up, to quit, to slack off, to not reach your goal. When you're working with me, I'm going to help you stay on track. Now, I can't make you do it, but you're so much more likely to do it if you have someone who's there to hold you accountable, to help you stay consistent, to keep you encouraged, to inspire you, to educate you, to give you feedback and say, hey, just hang in there, just keep doing this, or let's take a look at this, let's tweak this over here. Right? When you have someone to help you do that, and you have a community who you can see their progress, you're so much more likely to reach your goal than if that were not the case. Does this make sense? So let's just do a quick review. 3 reasons why you should work with me now as opposed to later. One reason is that it's going to save you time, and your life is very important. The time is going to pass anyway. Look forward 3 months from now. Where would you like to be? Now look back 3 months, from where you are right now. And ask yourself, am I in the same place or worse than where I was 3 months ago? Or am I just a little teeny bit better? Ask yourself where you want to be just 3 months from now. 3 months goes by so freaking fast, you wouldn't believe it. Where would you like to be 3 months from now? Would you like to be saying, oh my God, I can't believe it, where my speech is. Look at what I'm able to do now. I feel so much more confident. I feel so much more freer. I feel happier. I feel more peaceful. It's 3 months from now. No one's speech is going to be perfect, but you're going to have a huge transformation in your speech and your confidence in your life. Just 3 months, obviously, if you put in the work, right? So think about the fact that it's going to save you time. You're going to be able to take advantage of opportunities that are coming up. Do you have interviews coming up, presentations coming up, social events coming up that you want to be able to take advantage of? Well, you can do that so much faster working with me than working on your own. I promise you that. Second reason is that you're going to know exactly what to focus on. You're not going to have to be fishing around, spinning your wheels, focusing on 10 different things at the same time, getting frustrated, getting overwhelmed, right? This is a lot of materials, this is a lot of stuff, there's so many programs out. You're going to know exactly what to do when you work with me because I know exactly what to tell you. And we take this from the 80-20 rule, and this is what I've found across the board. There's one or two things, I can say 10 or 20% of the total number of skills or activities or techniques or tips or tricks or whatever that's going to get you 80% of your results. Sometimes it's one thing that gets you 80 to 90% of your results. And I can help you zero in and focus on that one thing just by looking at you, by talking with you and say, boom, this is what you need to focus on. So you customize, personalize all the things that you have to do to help you get focused and just make it faster and easier for you. And a third reason is you're much less likely to get distracted and discouraged and much more likely to stay focused, to stay excited, to be encouraged, to be inspired, to achieve your goal when you're working with a coach. Okay, so I'm going to thank you for watching this, and I want to encourage you to go ahead and book your private speech assessment session with me right now, and let's get started. What will happen is when you book that session, you and I will have a video conference meeting. We'll set up a plan, right? Very, very simple plan. This is what needs to happen next to help you reach your goals. And then you and I will implement that plan together. We'll meet and we'll start working on that plan together, okay? My name is Michael Williams. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you and working with you soon.